Rachel, the due date must be right around the corner. I can barely contain my excitement. I'm so excited too, Margaret. It's a boy, right? Have you two settled on a name? Yes, we were thinking Tommy, though Kevin doesn't seem too thrilled about it. Not thrilled? Does he not like the name? It's a lovely name. It's not really the name. It's more like he's not thrilled about the baby coming at all. It's just, before I got pregnant, Kevin and I were each other's whole world. But since the pregnancy, my whole world has kind of shifted to the baby. Whatever we talk about, I find myself bringing it back to the baby, and he hates that. Come to think of it, Kevin has been grumbling about something like that. How long has he been saying things to you? Because honestly, it's been going on for months, and I don't know how to handle it anymore. A few weeks, I think. I didn't take it too seriously at first. I thought it was just nerves. First-time fathers can get strange when the due date gets close. I keep wondering if I'm doing something wrong. I've tried so hard to keep things normal between us, but when everything you're going through is physically happening inside your own body, it's almost impossible to think about anything else. I know, and that is perfectly natural. I don't know what to do. I really do try to make time for Kevin and keep things normal between us. Can I share something from my own experience? Of course. When I was pregnant with Kevin, Robert and I went through something very similar. Really? When the baby is still in your belly, the mother naturally bonds first. You're literally sharing your body. The emotional reality of it hits you so much sooner. That's true. Carrying another life inside you, it's impossible not to feel it. For fathers, the feeling often doesn't come until they're actually holding the baby. Every man is different, of course, but at that stage, Kevin probably still sees himself more as a husband than a father. A husband first. Exactly. So it makes a certain kind of sense that he'd want the conversation to stay centered on the two of you, not the baby. That said, Robert told me the moment he held Kevin in his arms for the first time, something switched on inside him. I think once the baby is actually here, Kevin's whole perspective will shift too. I really hope you're right, because lately I've been feeling guilty. Like, maybe I've been so focused on the pregnancy that I haven't seen what he was going through. But then I remind myself, I'm the one who's about to give birth. I'm the one who can't sleep and can barely walk. And somehow I'm supposed to be managing his feelings too. Rachel, stop right there. You are not responsible for managing a grown man's emotions on top of everything else you're carrying. Please hear me when I say that. I know. I think I just keep hoping that if I try a little harder, things will settle down on their own. That said, he's going to be a father. He doesn't get to keep acting like a child forever. I'll have a firm talk with him myself. You are in the most important stretch of this journey. Focus on the birth. That's your only job right now. Thank you so much, Margaret. That really helped. I really believe that once the baby is born, Kevin will step up, and I'll do everything I need to do on my end, too. Kevin, I just heard.
Huh? Heard what? You're being weirdly intense.
That you've been complaining at Rachel about the baby.
Complaining? Look, we're a married couple. Why shouldn't I be a little frustrated that my wife only cares about the baby now?
Because you're about to be a father. You can't sit there pouting that your pregnant wife isn't paying enough attention to you. That's the behavior of a toddler, not a grown man. Rachel is genuinely struggling with this.
She's the one disrespecting me. A little suffering will do her good. Maybe now she'll know how I feel.
Are you serious? She is days away from giving birth, and you want her to focus on managing your feelings on top of that? You should be ashamed of yourself, as a husband and as a father-to-be.
I don't care. I never even wanted a kid. She's the one who wanted to get pregnant. If she wanted me to be happy about it, she should have kept me happy.
That is absolutely ridiculous. She did not get pregnant by herself, Kevin. You were there. Own your choices and act like an adult.
We talked about having kids, and I went along with it. That's different from actually wanting one. And now that it's real, I realize I was right to have doubts.
You went along with it. Kevin, do you hear yourself? A child is not a compromise you agree to and then walk back whenever it becomes inconvenient.
I'm just being honest. I thought I'd feel differently by now. I don't, and pretending otherwise would be worse.
No, what would be worse is continuing to make your pregnant wife feel guilty for being pregnant. That is what you are doing right now. Keep this up, and don't be surprised if Rachel walks away from you.
Please, Rachel would never leave me. She's completely wrapped around my finger. She's not going anywhere over something like this.
I genuinely don't know where that confidence comes from.
Because I know her better than anyone, and I already have a plan to get her back in line. Don't worry about it, Mom. I've got this handled.
A plan? Kevin, you're not listening to a word I'm saying. You need to fix your attitude, not her. If you do anything to cause Rachel any more stress, I will not be staying quiet about it.
Yeah. Hey, wait, Mom!
What?
Rachel just got rushed to the hospital. It's time!
What?
Hey, Rachel, congrats on popping the baby out.
Congrats? Kevin, where are you? You haven't come to see us once since the birth. What is going on?
Me? I'm on vacation with an old friend.
Vacation?
Yeah, vacation. It's amazing out here. Great food, nice hotel, killer spa. Totally worth it.
Wait, are you serious? Your wife just gave birth and you went on vacation? Your son was just born, Kevin!
Hey, I'm doing this for you, okay?
For me? I genuinely don't understand what you mean.
You've been different since you got pregnant. Before, I was your priority. Now everything revolves around the baby. I'm your husband, and I've been miserable and invisible, and you haven't even noticed.
I was pregnant. Of course the baby became a priority. But I never stopped making time for you. We went shopping together whenever you had a day off. We talked every day.
Shopping for baby clothes doesn't count. Every conversation is about the baby. I'm not interested in the baby. It's exhausting.
How can you say that? You wanted a baby. You said so.
I thought I did. Turns out I was wrong. And so, I came up with a plan to make you reflect on your behavior.
So you abandoned your wife in the hospital to go to a resort?
Wrong guess. I'm not just on vacation. I've decided to disappear for good.
What?
I'm not coming home. Don't worry about money. I made arrangements. I also helped myself to some of our household savings, but think of it as a necessary expense.
I don't even know what I'm reading right now. You're abandoning me right after I gave birth with a newborn, and you stole our money, and you're with another woman. What is wrong with you?
Emily and I are just friends. Don't make it weird.
Kevin, you left on the day our son was born. You didn't even come to the hospital. You didn't hold him. You didn't check if we were okay. What kind of person does that?
The kind of person who's been ignored and taken for granted for 9 months. I told you I'm teaching you a lesson. If the guy you supposedly love more than anything disappears, you'll finally understand how lonely I've been. This is your fault for obsessing over the baby. Think about that while I'm gone. Don't worry, I'll eventually give you a chance to earn me back.
Please stop joking around.
Not joking. Anyway, take care. Use this time to really reflect and become the wife you used to be.
Kevin, I just gave birth. I'm sitting in a hospital bed right now. Your son is in this room. I want you to think very carefully about what you're choosing to do.
I have thought about it. That's why I'm doing it. See you when you've had enough time to appreciate me. Hey, Rachel, how's it going?
Not well, Kevin. You've caused absolute chaos. Margaret and Robert are beside themselves. Emily's parents are furious. Both families are saying that even if you came back, you wouldn't be welcome.
Oops, that's rough.
You're talking about your own family like it's someone else's problem. You did this. And Kevin, you took money from your parents' business account, didn't you?
Yeah, did they figure it out? Look, the household cash felt a little thin for what I had in mind, so I helped myself to about $50,000. Call it a loan.
I don't even know what to say to you anymore.
Come on, you miss me. Admit it. It's been 2 whole weeks. Fine, I'll throw you a bone, a clue.
A clue?
We're staying near the place where I proposed to you.
That's...
Okay, that's all you get. No hotel details. If you miss me that bad, come find me. I'll come home once you track me down.
I'm not interested.
Playing hard to get? Look, whether I come home or not is entirely up to you. You can't raise a newborn alone. You need me. You're crazy about me, and we both know it. Now go find me.
Kevin, I want to be very clear with you. Tommy is 2 weeks old. I have not slept more than 2 hours in a row since the birth. I have no help here because his father is on vacation. So no, I will not be driving around looking for you.
That's what Margaret and Robert are for. And hey, this is a good experience for you. You'll appreciate me more once I'm back.
I need you to hear this. If you don't come home on your own, don't expect a warm welcome when you eventually decide to return.
Big talk. You'll come around. You always do.
All right, I'll do my best to find what's best for Tommy.
There you go, that's the spirit. A happy family of 3 is what's best for the kid. I'll be waiting. Don't take too long.
Margaret, I need to ask you something honestly. Of course. What is it? When Kevin stole that money from the business, do you have documentation? Anything that proves he took it? We do. Robert held on to the bank records from that period. We assumed we might need them eventually. Why? I've been doing a lot of reading about divorce law, about the conditions under which a missing spouse can be legally declared absent. I think I have an idea, but it requires patience. A lot of it. Rachel, how long are we talking? 3 years. If I can keep us unreachable for 3 years, I can file without his consent. And if the damages are claimed after the divorce is finalized, none of the debt touches me or Tommy. You've already thought this through. I've had a lot of sleepless nights, and a very good reason to stay focused. Robert and I are with you, whatever you need from us. Thank you. There's one more thing. I need to change my number and move. If Kevin can reach me whenever he wants, the clock never really starts. We'll move with you. I'm not letting you do this alone. Margaret, I don't know how to thank you. Don't thank me yet. Just take care of that baby. That's the whole point of all of this. Kevin, are you still alive?
Rachel! What the hell took you 3 years? I've been waiting!
I'm sorry. I genuinely thought you might be dead.
Are you kidding me? You're the one who moved without telling me! You and my parents both, and changed your number! I had no way to reach you! If you hadn't texted me just now, we would have just faded out entirely! 3 years, Rachel! 3 years!
Don't be upset. You and Emily both went completely silent. I texted you both and got nothing. I eventually assumed you had moved on.
Moved on?
I thought you and Emily had built a life together, so I changed my number, moved, and tried to start fresh.
Emily and I were just having fun. Honestly, it wasn't even bad while it lasted, but we had a huge blowout fight last year, and that was the end of that.
Oh, I see. I'm glad to hear it. So, does that mean you'd consider coming home?
So did you miss me? Fine, if you're begging, I guess I could come back.
Really? Margaret and Robert will be so happy! Thank you!
Wait, they're not still furious at me?
They were for a long time, but with time, that's faded.
Huh, I figured they'd hold that over me forever. What about the money? Is that still a thing?
We can talk about that when you're home. I have some ideas about how to handle it cleanly so it doesn't become a bigger problem.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't have much left to give back. Things have been a little tight out here.
I figured. Don't worry about that right now. Just come home.
All right then, I'll come home. I do want to see what little Tommy looks like. Sorry for making you feel so alone.
I'm just glad you're coming back. I really need you here.
I knew you couldn't do it without me. Get a welcome home dinner ready. I'll be back soon.
Of course. Margaret, Robert, and I will prepare a proper welcome. We'll celebrate your return in a way you'll never forget. Okay, I finished updating your address registration and filing the transfer paperwork. I also updated your phone contract. You're on a new plan now. Double check the settings when you get a chance.
Jeez, Rachel, you really did all of that? I've been back 5 minutes and you've handled everything.
It's nothing. My husband finally came home. Of course I'm going to take care of things.
You're literally the best. I really did miss this.
I missed it too. Now, there's something I need to talk to you about seriously.
Seriously?
Kevin, when you left, you took money from us and from Margaret and Robert's business. You remember that.
Yeah, so?
The money from our joint account, that's shared. I'll let that go, but the business money is a different story. If that's left unaddressed, it could create real legal problems down the road.
Legal problems? It's my parents' money. I'm their son. It's basically the family plot.
Kevin, the business had to close because of what you took. They've been repaying that debt ever since.
They closed the business?
The debt is still outstanding. They say they don't blame you, but if their feelings change, and they could, they'd have grounds to pursue damages.
Damages? Like, sue me?
I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying they could. Wouldn't it be better to return what you took now while things are still okay between you? Getting ahead of it now means they'll be less likely to escalate later.
I already spent it! There's nothing left!
Then let me help you. We're still a team, Kevin. Let me be your partner in fixing this.
You'd actually cover for me? After everything?
You're back. You're home. Tommy has a father again. That's what matters to me. Let's close this chapter the right way.
Rachel. Okay, if you're willing to stand by me on this, then I'm in. Let's do it!
Thank you. I'll draw up some paperwork. I'll need you to sign it.
Paperwork? Isn't that a bit much for a family matter?
No, we do this properly. You don't want them coming after you for more later, do you?
Fine. You're really gonna help me pay it back, right?
As your wife, I will absolutely support you. As your wife, yes. Kevin, thank you for signing the documents. We can finally start paying off the debt.
Mom, isn't that a little dramatic? What Rachel and I are returning is just the cash I took. The business debt is way more than that. There's no way that one payment covers it.
Oh, it will cover it. Easily, actually. The damages we're claiming from you are more than what the remaining debt is worth.
What?
Damages, Kevin, damages. You caused us to shut down our business. Of course, there are damages.
Hold on. Rachel said if I returned the money, things would be fine.
When exactly did I say that?
You implied it.
Rachel said returning the money might make a claim less likely. She never said we wouldn't claim. That decision was always ours to make.
This can't be real. Rachel, what's going on? Tell me this isn't what it looks like.
Rachel knew about the damages plan from the very beginning.
No way. She welcomed me home. She was happy to see me. She wouldn't...
You really think a woman whose husband abandoned her with a newborn and ran off with another woman is going to just forgive and forget after 3 years? Everything Rachel did, welcoming you warmly, helping you settle back in, it was all to get you to sign those documents.
She did all of that just to get me to sign?
That's not all. The address registration, the transfer paperwork, the phone contract. Rachel handled all of that herself, didn't she?
She said that was to help me get settled!
It was to make sure you couldn't run again. We know you, Kevin. The moment anyone mentioned money, you'd vanish. So Rachel got you legally registered here first, locked you down, then had you sign the financial documents. A husband who walked out on his wife and newborn child for the most selfish reasons imaginable. Rachel is not forgiving you. We are not forgiving you. It's the baby's fault I disappeared. Are you serious? Rachel is Tommy's mother, not yours. She is not responsible for babysitting your feelings. If you wanted to be treated like a priority, you should have acted like a father.
Rachel, tell me this isn't real! Tell me you didn't actually betray me! You said you'd support me! You said you'd stand by me as my wife! Was that all a lie?
I meant every word. Of course a wife should support her husband.
So you do still...
But I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm not your wife anymore.
What? What are you talking about? I never agreed to a divorce!
You disappeared for 3 years. We had 0 contact. Do you know what that means legally?
What?
When a spouse has been missing and completely unreachable for 3 years, the other party can file for divorce unilaterally without the missing spouse's consent.
You can't!
Remember how you came back and found we'd moved, changed our numbers? You said yourself you couldn't reach me.
You did that on purpose? To keep me from contacting you for 3 years?
Exactly. If I'd filed for divorce while you were still legally my husband, any damages awarded against you would have counted as marital debt, which means I'd be on the hook for half. And if I simply asked you for a divorce, you would have refused and dragged it out. So, I waited 3 years.
This was all planned? Everything?
Margaret, Robert, and I sat down together and asked one question. What's the best path forward for Tommy? The answer was, secure a clean divorce and recover every cent you took.
You planned this with my own parents?
They loved Tommy. They wanted what was best for him, and they were the ones your theft hurt most directly. It wasn't a hard conversation. The money you took from our household counts as misappropriation of marital assets. I'll be filing a separate claim for that.
I'm already facing damages from my parents. You can't pile on top of that.
You can and you will pay. You walked out on me the day after I gave birth. You walked out on Tommy before you ever held him. You may not have wanted to be his father, but you are his father. You'll fulfill that responsibility in the only currency you have left. Don't worry, you're not suffering alone. Emily came back too. Her parents disowned her, and Margaret and Robert are pursuing damages from her as well for her role in taking the business funds. Look on the bright side. At least you'll both be miserable together. We've finally collected enough from Kevin to pay off the debt. We're done with it. Rachel, thank you. Truly. There's still some of the damages left outstanding, isn't there? Are you okay? Completely fine. It's all legally ironclad. He can't escape it. We'll collect the rest. No concerns whatsoever. I'm so relieved. Margaret, thank you so much for not going to the police right away. That meant everything. Ah, that. Yes, it was fairly obvious Kevin was the one who took the money. If we'd called the police immediately, we would have gotten the money back faster. But if we'd done that, you might have been dragged into debt proceedings as his spouse. And more than that, I didn't want my own grandchild to grow up as the son of a convicted criminal. As Tommy's mother, I can never thank you enough for that decision. If Kevin had been arrested back then, the shadow that would have cast over Tommy's whole life. There's an old saying, hardship you should go out of your way to find. I've always hated that saying. Oh, I know the saying. It sounds like wisdom, but it's really just older generations imposing their struggles onto younger ones. There is no hardship worth seeking out. Yes, struggling can build character, but I'll be damned if I'm going to pass unnecessary pain onto my grandchild. I feel the same way. I never want Tommy to carry burdens he didn't earn. Exactly. So this was the right call. Kevin's going to suffer plenty, but that's suffering he chose for himself. Let him carry it. I won't be making the same choices he did. I'm going to be the best mother I can be. You already are, you silly girl. What? The moment Kevin disappeared, you didn't fall apart. You started thinking about Tommy's future, about what he would need. That's not something you become, that's something you already are. Hold your head up and live well. That's all I ask. Yes, I will. Despite everything his father put him through before he was even old enough to know it, Tommy grew up bright and full of life, and before I knew it, he was 4 years old. Margaret and Robert are still living with us, and with their love and support, I grow a little more into the mother I want to be every single day. The night Kevin disappeared, in the middle of all that shock, disappointment, and heartbreak, I remember something cutting through the noise with absolute clarity. What does Tommy need? What can I do to give him the best life possible? That question became my compass, and I followed it. Kevin is still paying off debts, living day to day, barely keeping his head above water. He never once helped his son. He abandoned every duty and every person who needed him, and in doing so, he gave up the one thing no amount of money can buy back. The feeling of holding Tommy for the first time, that is something Kevin will never know. And I believe that difference, that choice, is exactly what led us here. If I had known that having Tommy meant losing Kevin, I would still choose Tommy every time. That joy he gave me. I want to spend the rest of my life giving it back to him, little by little. That is what I want to be, as his mother.